Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran has pledged flexibility at the latest round of indirect nuclear talks with the United States as pressure mounts for Tehran to reach an agreement or risk potential US military action. The third round of negotiations, underway in Geneva, is focused on Iran's nuclear program. The discussions are taking place against the backdrop of a significant US military buildup in the Middle East, ordered by President Donald Trump. Meanwhile, American aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln is seen operating in the Arabian Sea as the United States builds up naval forces near Iran. Satellite imagery shows the carrier off the coast of Oman as part of a wider deployment that includes the USS Gerald Ford and their strike groups. The development comes amid Iran and the United States edging closer to possible military conflict as nuclear talks stall and both sides harden their positions. US forces have expanded their presence in the region in one of the largest deployments since the Iraq War, while Israel is preparing options in case diplomacy collapses. The two aircraft carriers alone can deploy thousands of personnel and more than 150 aircraft. The US Central Intelligence Agency has launched a fresh social media campaign aimed at recruiting Iranians, publishing new Farsi language instructions on how to securely contact the agency. The move comes amid heightened tensions as President Donald Trump oversees a major US military buildup in the Middle East. Washington has signaled that military action remains a possibility if upcoming nuclear talks with Tehran fail to produce an agreement. Images of debris from recent Russian strikes on Ukraine have indicated that Moscow may have used a cruise missile once at the center of a landmark nuclear arms treaty dispute. Two weapons experts say that fragments recovered from the scene strongly suggest the missile involved is the same nuclear-capable system whose development prompted then US President Donald Trump to withdraw from a major arms control pact during his first term. The analysis is based on images of missile fragments provided by Ukrainian law enforcement sources, marking the first visual evidence publicly reported to corroborate Russia's alleged use of the weapon. Russia has criticized European Union plans to permanently ban Russian oil imports, with Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova saying only a madman would propose such a move. The European Commission is expected to submit a legal proposal regarding the ban in mid-April. Moscow also warned it would retaliate after the EU decided to reduce Russia's diplomatic representation in Brussels to 40 staff. Zakharova called the measure discriminatory and said it showed the bloc did not merit a role in negotiations to end the war in Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron is set to outline an updated nuclear doctrine as European allies voice concerns over the reliability of the US nuclear umbrella under President Donald Trump. Macron is expected to rule out shared European control of France's nuclear arsenal, while clarifying what security guarantees Paris can extend to its partners. Although France and Britain are nuclear powers, most European nations continue to rely primarily on the United States as the cornerstone of transatlantic deterrence. Authorities in Cuba opened fire on a vessel registered in the United States, killing 4 people and injuring 6 others, according to a foreign news agency. Cuban officials said the boat had entered the country's territorial waters when security personnel engaged it. The injured were removed from the vessel and taken to hospital, while an investigation into the incident is underway. Donald Trump said Democratic Representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib should be sent back from where they came from after the 2 lawmakers protested during his State of the Union address. During Tuesday's speech, Omar and Tlaib shouted criticism as Trump defended his administration's immigration crackdown and enforcement actions. Both congresswomen, who were vocal critics of the president's policies, objected to his remarks on immigration. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.